Starting with this New Mexico leitmotif, it's smart to have a musical chime to return to when you want to remind the audience of the feeling that came with the original episode, which they use this quite often. Charlotte's shop name, Your Dear Friend. Excellent pun, as always. Also, kudos on environment design. They really go hard on knickknacks, flora, and fauna to really give the impression of how different New Mexico is from LA, which is important for the overall theme of Bojack's avoidance.
What if somebody has an emergency and they need more turquoise shit?
It's New Mexico. They'll find it.
Ha! Accurate. I assume. Someone from New Mexico confirm if turquoise is the state color.
I can't wait for you to meet Kyle and the kids.
I love that this is stated so quickly, as we, along with Bojack, always fantasized about them getting together. It's a real bomb drop. Kyle and the kids. Plus, this song is hilarious. And catchy. I think about it quite often. Love that there's an off-brand Todd's Disneyland somewhere in New Mexico. He loves his wife and there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do is so dark and hilarious.
You are at the breakfast table with your parents, your big sister, and an old man. What could possibly be
Oh my god, this drive-by.
I've never heard of any Santa Fe boat show.
That's because it's a secret boat show. Invitation only.
Huh.
Mostly athletes and visiting dignitaries and big-time celebrities and kings.
I love how this cobbled together lie still somehow circles around to Bojack being amazing and important.
Where the hell are you?
Tasuka.
Tahuka?
Tasuka, New Mexico, outside Santa Fe.
Are you stupid? If you don't get your ass back to set, you're gonna get sued.
Excellent joke construction. I love how PC speaks.
Well, I can probably stave them off till Monday if you get pink eye.
Also, give her a point for covering for Bojack at all. She has no obligation to.
At our age, it's weird if you don't have a family. I mean...
Well, not for you.
No.
Because you've been busy.
Right.
With your career.
This moment is so depressing, especially considering his non-existent career. Small moment, but I love how Bojack flinches away when the kids walk out. Shows how he's still intruding on this family, even if he's learned that he can't be with Charlotte.
So let me ask you something. Do you think your parents really love each other? Or is it more of a just staying together for the kids situation?
The delivery of this extremely out-of-pocket line is perfect.
So anyway...
Okay, first of all, this yearbook has a Green Day quote, and then cites it as from Gandhi. It's something unpredictable. Second of all, these nicknames are priceless. Maddie with biggest hair, Rachel Kaplan, a bird most likely to eat seeds. There's literally only one bird in this yearbook. Connie Sapp, a sloth, most likely to fall asleep in class. Teacher's pet did not go to an animal. Pete Repeat with best nickname as a little clue for later. Ali Sandler with class clownfish, obvious, but it did make me snort. And I will say, it's clever to have Diego as biggest flirt because it is a clue that he will have a thing with anyone. He doesn't like Penny in particular. And yes, I just gave this episode 1 point per stupid yearbook gag. Deal with it.
Well, it's better than your plan for buying a boat in New Mexico. Dude, what are you really doing here?
I appreciate how smart and perceptive Penny is.
I didn't like the person I was in LA, and I didn't know where else to go.
Bojack plainly stating that he is avoiding his problems. Stoats boat totes, toes boats. Such an insane move. Shows you the depth of his self-loathing for his, quote, LA self at this point. Hint, it's the same person he is here.
Okay. I think someone's in a mood.
Oh my god, I'm not in a mood! Whatever! Get bent! I hate my life! I can't wait to be dead.
Accurate portrayal of teenage behavior. Pretty sure I pulled similar shit on my bad days. Llama Del Rey. Not only a great pun, but also accurate for what teens were listening to in 2015. Also, Bon Iver becoming Bunny Iver, and Fleet Foxes not changing at all. But I can imagine what animal they might be. Also, the fact that these two bands really did play together once in Phoenix in 2011. There's so much detail in this random background gag that I literally didn't even pay attention to until now, which is like my 19th rewatch.
Penny, hey, I got an idea. You should take me to the prom.
Bojack playing out his father figure fantasy by taking Penny to prom. Not to mention, it's where this episode starts to put you on edge and build tension. Like, what's the goal here, Bojack?
Hey, Dad, Bojack's taking me to prom.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's definitely the better idea.
So sad. No, it is not better. Take her to prom, Kyle, please. The Gila and lime instead of tequila. Gila is a national forest in New Mexico. Bean Me Up Cafe is also a wonderful pun. But it was Bed Bath and Rocks that absolutely destroyed me. Cacti RS is just par for the course in New Mexico, but a good background gag nonetheless.
I'm Drake, we Drakein', we be on that Drake, no faking.
This fake Drake song is ridiculous and accurate.
Here we go. Wugga, wugga. Now, boys and girls, if you want to do the Bojack, take your hands and put them on your...
Haven't cringed this hard in a long time, but, you know, just wait about 10 minutes and I'll cringe even harder.
This prom sucks.
You can say that again.
I know.
But he doesn't say it again? Come on, Pete.
But I'm kind of bummed we didn't get to dance.
Well, you want to dance?
Yes? Hold on. Got it. Okay. It's buffering.
I'm uncomfy. The buffering is really great to make this moment extra awkward and uncomfortable for the audience.
You know, you look just like your mother.
Oh, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. Oh my god. The slow zooms into them to build the tension work so well too. Here, it's getting way too intimate and they do a great job of making you feel it.
She's still breathing, but she won't wake up.
And the episode takes a really disconcerting and scary turn. Already, we see the negative effects of Bojack's presence in these teens' lives.
Pete, I'm the adult here, and I need you to listen to me, all right? Penny and I left early, and you don't know who gave Maddie the whiskey. Are we clear on this?
And they really cement how terrifying and authoritative Bojack is here. He is with teenagers. They look up to him. I understand why Pete sees him as such a negative figure in the future.
You know, everyone always treats me like a kid. You're the first grown-up I've ever met who actually treats me like, you know, a person.
Turning up the tension even further, with Penny trying to declare herself as not a child when she most definitely is. Children always say stuff like that.
Thanks.
Well, you're welcome, Penny.
Oh, this definitely makes you jump. But Bojack's refusal allows you to calm down just a bit. I love how they play around with your expectations here and the tension in the scene.
I put one on a banana in health class.
With your mouth? What kind of health class?
What'd you do with my daughter?
What'd You Do With My Daughter is awfully poignant and honestly gave me a little jump scare when I first watched this.
Hey, do you remember that time you, me, and Herb let all those balloons go over Studio City?
I love the reveal that Bojack is not moving forward at all. In fact, reliving events from his past in an effort to feel how he did back then. That's what he's been doing with Charlotte this whole time. Living in a fantasy.
It doesn't matter where you are, it's who you are. And that's not going to change whether you're in California or Maine or New Mexico. You know, you can't escape you.
And this is the entire point of the episode itself. You can run as far as you want, Bojack, but if you don't make a change in your life, you are going to end up repeating the same cycles over and over and hurting those closest to you, those you want to protect. 5 points for this. It's an extremely important lesson to learn. Nothing's gonna work unless you work on yourself. And then they start bringing the tension back up with Charlotte, like, girl, husband's inside.
Can I tell you a joke?
Is it a long joke with no punchline?
Referencing Wanda's joke from earlier this season. Kinda sad now.
Doctor, it hurts when I do this. You know what the doctor says?
Don't do that.
Yeah.
It is great advice. Listen to your conscience, Bojack. You know when something is wrong, so just do not do it. God, it's crazy he hears this right before his arguably biggest mistake of all time. Another moment. This episode is constantly shocking.
Why? Because we knew each other for 5 minutes 30 years ago? I don't know you.
You do.
I don't. And you don't know me.
And Charlotte's right. She doesn't know him. They were friends when they were both completely different people. Bojack has built her up in his mind to be something she isn't. Someone who could fix him and give him that other road not chosen that he's been searching for.
But I can't have you around here. You make me too sad.
And this line hits like an absolute truck.
I know what I want, Bojack.
And with the tension so high, Bojack at a new low, and Penny returning, this sinking feeling kinda came into my gut. Like you already know what's about to happen. And when he left the door open, my breath caught in my throat. I was so unbelievably tense, praying that what I was sure was about to happen wouldn't happen. And then...
Wait, what?
I love that the balloon is what leads her to finding them so poignant that Bojack's attempt to relive his past is what dooms him here. And Oh boy, the tension is at an all-time high here. It slowly takes away your hope that it isn't what you think as Charlotte gets closer and closer to finding them. It's a great build-up, and I think it's smart that they took their time with this scene, even though you definitely know what's going on. Cutting out all music as the tension drops is such a smart choice.
Charlotte, I am so sorry.
Don't you dare. And if you ever try to contact me or my family again, I will fucking kill you.
The one fuck of the season. Used perfectly. This relationship is completely over. Such a great shot of Bojack traveling back to LA with a sweeping theme behind him, and awfully poignant too, showing that he is the same wherever he goes. This is Bojack Horseman.
Ugh.
His returning to such a mess leaves you with such a sinking feeling too. He has so little right now.
Hey.
But the reveal that Diane is still here is the worst.
Yep. Still here.
Just the fact that these two are still wallowing after so much time away, when it feels like everything has changed, showing that no one's actually made any progress, even despite how far, distance-wise, Bojack went. It feels like a tremendous loss. And this episode is definitely still one of the best at making me feel unbelievably depressed. If you'd like to see more content from us and get these videos early, you can go to patreon.com/PosiTVty. That's PosiTVty. Support us there for more content and early content, and it's a great way to help out the channel. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.